Okay, here's a used steering column from a 1999 Porsche Carrera 996 3.4, same model as my car. The steering rack is in a vise at the moment, upside down. This is usually the other way up, down by your knees under the steering wheel. But this is the part that's seized on mine. It's actually a plastic push rod or nylon, and it pushes on this release mechanism right here, but mine is seized up. So what I was able to do, I bought this part so that I could experiment with it and see how to strip it down and if I could make a tool for it. I found this was an old flooring nail remover, and I ground the end out. Instead of it being, to pull out panel pins or whatever, I made it big enough to fit over this part of the shaft, and there is a small ridge there you can get a purchase on. So what I did was, a bit caveman, was hammer this over. I was able to practice this on the bench. Made this a sort of a tight fit, and then between the hammering and then you could lever against this, and you can see you can get it to move. Now the only trick was, now you've got to do that upside down in the car, in the footwell, with a crick neck and your feet up in the air and whatever. But I sprayed some liquid wrench on the moving parts. I was able to get under there, and with a bit of effort, 10 minutes of hammering and trying, I got it loose. Okay, here we are. I'm trying to get back in the car, and here's this lever that I was seized up for 11 years. I've had the car. It now goes to the release position properly, and let's have a look under the car if we can. Hang on, it's gonna take a better. And I think, yeah, there it is, you can see it. Hang on, I'll move the lever, and there it is moving. Now the steering wheel has not released yet in the extension, but I'm going to take the steering wheel off and be able to work on that with some hammer taps from the top as well. But the lock mechanism is now releasing. Okay, I'm so happy with this. It's turned out I am so pleased. This steering wheel has been seized for the 11 years I've had the car, and what I did was disconnect the car battery, of course, give it a little while, a couple minutes to discharge. 2 T30 torque screws access from behind the wheel. You may have to turn the wheel around to index it to get to each one. Airbag pops out. Loosened off the center nut to give me some wheel, so I could pull the wheel and give it some shock, and released the lock underneath. Released the lock and pulled like hell on the wheel, and here she is.
It's on.
Okay, here it is working after 11 years.